Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you so much for our time together. Now, I warn you if I'm distracted. This is about my 15th time to tape this, but my little puppy dogs have decided they want to jump on my desk and everything and get some attention this morning, so it has been a little distracting. I want to teach you today from a passage that every Holy Week I have this incredibly self-indulgent desire to just have a Jesus Last Sermon festival, because this is the heart cry of the one who loves us. His entire sermon here, beginning in chapter 14, is just so beautiful. Now, there's so much I could teach, but let me just focus on our relationship with Him for just a moment. He says in verse 15, "If you love me, you will obey what I command." Verse 21, "Whoever has my commands and obeys them, he is the one who loves me. He who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love him and show myself to him." Oh, I like that. Verse 23, "If anyone loves me, he will obey my teaching. My Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. He who does not love me will not obey my teaching." When you begin to talk to people about obedience today, "No, Pastor Summerall, we live by grace." You're right. We're saved by grace. Yes, for how many years have I taught you we're grace-made men and women? Yes, our destinies come by grace. We learn that from Abraham in the book of Romans. Yes, we go up in the rapture by grace. Yes, 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 yes. We believe in the doctrines of grace, but we also believe in the doctrines of relationship. And when people tell you that it doesn't matter how you live because it's all by grace, they don't understand the laws of relationship. Jesus said, "If you love me," not if you desire salvation. He said, "If you love me, you will obey me." He said, "Those who do not obey me do not love me." Now, forgive me, I wonder how many Christians, ouch, show their love for Him by their obedience. Are they people that just tolerate Jesus? Are they people that just go to church and He's a part of their life? Or are you lovers of Christ? You see, when you love Him, He said that we obey Him. Now, the beautiful part of that is He said, now if you'll do this, He said, I will love Him and show myself to Him. He says we will come to Him and make our home with Him. When you and I live a life of obedience, out of a heart of love, not of a heart of religion, not out of a heart of bondage, not out of a heart of rules and regulations of men, but when we obey the commands of Christ out of a heart of love, the reciprocal to that is that God comes to us and dwells with us, that Jesus comes to us and shows Himself to us. Now, those experiences are not things that you stand up and preach about. They're not things that you stand up and talk to other people about. But when you live a life of obedience, there are some of the most beautiful encounters. Your heart burns within you like the two on the road to Emmaus when you have your devotions in the morning. When you open your heart in prayer, His presence is so strong and real. And yes, there are even times He shows Himself to you. You look at Him face to face, and you look into those incredible eyes of love, and you see the strength and the warmth and the joy and everything imaginable all in that face of His. And it changes you forever. You didn't earn that. You didn't earn that. You received that as a response to love. Now, brothers and sisters, we believe in grace, and we believe in faith. But we also believe in obedience. We believe that when we love Him, we obey Him. Let me challenge you today. It really does matter how we live.